Okay, so I said I wasn't going to talk about this, but sometimes it's good to talk about things like this and to just basically not live with just the burdens of just being depressed or whatever. Anyways, this person led me on. Okay, they led me on since 2023. We were talking on and off since 2023. The reason why we were talking on and off was because he somewhat lived far away and he was still living with his parents at the time. And I was kind of afraid to go into his house because he said he had a bunch of dogs. I'm kind of scared of big dogs. And he kind of lived far away, so yeah. And he kept saying things like, "Oh, you're playing games with me cuz you seem like you don't want anything serious when I do want something serious." And then he was saying things like, "Well, why don't you drive over to see me?" And it was just a far drive for me. And he just accused me of playing games when reality he was the one playing games. He said he wanted something serious and I wanted something serious. So I was kind of nervous, meeting up with him. And I don't know why. Like, I usually don't really get nervous, but sometimes I get nervous meeting people. So I drove all the way to go and see him because he messaged me talking about, oh, let's, see each other. So I finally went out to go see him. It was a far drive. And he just led me on. Like, he was saying things like, I love you and stuff. And basically just love bombing me. And I always fall for stuff like that because, I do fall in love quick, but people use that to their advantage. So he led me on and he was just love bombing me. That's all it was. He was saying things like, "You're so beautiful. I love your skin complexion. I like your hair. You're so beautiful. I want to be in a relationship with you. You're different." Just different things like that he would say. And just one thing led to another, but he wants to act like I jumped in the bed with him, but when that was not the case. When I first walked into his place, I was actually nervous. We were watching TV, we were talking, we were eating, we were just basically talking, watching TV, doing different stuff like that. And then the intimacy part, came along. Just one thing led to another. And right after that, I slept on the couch. I slept on the couch. I didn't want to sleep on the floor. I slept on the couch. He didn't really have a bed. He was sleeping like it was like a blanket on the floor. I didn't want to do all that. That didn't feel comfortable. So I was sleeping on the couch. Plus he was snoring, you know, and then we woke up or whatever, and he was the one that was all touchy feely. He was the one, kissing up on me, like cuddling me and stuff. He was the one doing all that. But then, like, we were eating food and stuff, and I don't know if he accidentally meant to say this. I don't know if he meant to say this, but he accidentally said, "Yeah, I ghosted women before." But I don't know if it was like an accident. Like, we were just eating cereal, right? And then he just like blurted out, "Oh yeah, and I ghosted women, by the way." But like this was like right after we did all that. And I was like, "Oh, I hope you don't do that to me." And I was kind of chuckling a little bit cuz I was so confused. And he was like, "Nah, I'm not going to do you like that. I'm not going to do you wrong. Besides, they had kids and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I kind of side-eyed him a little bit. And then Like the moment we got down to the elevator, because he was going to walk me to my car, he was being real weird. Like he told me to like kiss him, right? Or like we were about to kiss each other, and then he just turned and then made me kiss his cheek. And then I wiped my lips and I was laughing. I'm like, dang, you lame for that. And then we were just laughing. And then he walked me to my car and then he looked at me and he said he loved me. And I whispered it. I was like, love you too. And then he just walked off. I went home and, he changed his status from in a relationship to single. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? I called him out on it. I'm like, why did you lie to me about that? Why did you lie? And he was just being verbally abusive. Like, he was just talking bad about me. And he was saying that's why no guy wants you. And I didn't even do anything wrong to him. He was like, no dude wants you. Blah, 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 blah. You ugly. And it's just crazy. He was just being so mean. And he didn't have a car anyways. I was the one that drove to see him. And he lied about having a job too. He was like, yeah, I have a job. But his story, he was at home. When I was looking at his stories, his recent stories, he was at home. He was not at work. He's definitely lying. Okay? He was living in one of those Section 8 homes. Like, nah, you don't have two jobs. He's definitely lying. Okay? Because at first he was saying, oh, I work part-time. Oh, I work full-time. Just tell the truth, man. I don't like all these lies. He was lying to me and I called him out on it. And I wasn't even being mean about it. I was like, so, hey, why did you lie to me? What's your problem? And then he was just getting all mad at me and stuff. And then he blocked me. And then I looked at his account, right? Well, before he blocked me, I sent a few laughing emojis. And he took note of that. So he blocked me, right? And then I got on my other page and he started making more profile pictures to make people do this to be slick. He was making more profile pictures so you couldn't even see the laughing emojis. And now you got other girls liking his post and stuff. Crazy, right? Now you got other girls hearting liking his post. So turns out he was talking to other girls this whole time. Honestly, I feel like I was definitely played. Like, how the hell are you going to lead me on, tell me, oh, don't be nervous, come out to see me, I want to be in a relationship with you, I want to take things serious with you, and then you actually find the courage to go out and meet this person, and then they do you like this. And one of the things he said was, oh, well, you're rushing. How the hell am I rushing when you led me on for so long and you were the one that texted me first? He was making it seem like I was begging him, that like I was begging to be in a relationship with him, when in reality, he was leading me on. He was lying about wanting a relationship, and he led me on for quite a while. Like when we were first talking, my hair was very short. Like that's when I was still somewhat new to my job, right? My hair is all long now. And I've been at my job for a while, so I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, guys like this will literally just lead you on. Like, I think there's something wrong with him. I think there's something mentally wrong with him. Okay? Like, he wanna just seem like I'm this... Like, and he was calling me ugly and stuff. That's crazy because not too long ago, you were calling me beautiful. See, that's the love bombing right there. Do not mess with guys like this.